My dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods, let us all now sit in meditation. If anybody is wearing spectacles, kindly remove them. Closing your eyes, fingers into fingers, cross your legs, and just be with inhalation and exhalation of your natural breathing. That's it. That's all you need to do. For the next 30 minutes, just be with your breath. Your natural, tender, easy, tranquil breath. Do not open your eyes for the next 30 minutes. Come back to your breathing, how your breath is going in and how your breath is coming out. Simply become a watcher of any thoughts that comes. Don't fight your thoughts. Don't become your thoughts. Simply witness them come and go. Bring all your awareness back in this moment on your natural breathing. With each in breath and out breath, becoming and going deeper and deeper within ourselves. Just be with your breath. We all are gods. We all are creator of our reality and co-creator of this life. Just be with your breath. Just be with your breath. Your natural, tender, soft, tranquil breath, my dear friends. The basic science of meditation says, when you are with your breath, your mind naturally becomes empty. Just be with your breath. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And with your next breath, gently unclasp your hands and place them on your eyes. And you may open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for this wonderful meditation. We did 20 minutes meditation today. Anyone would like to share their experience, please go ahead, do so. And I really, really request each one of you to open your cameras. Because that's the only way we able to see each other and acknowledge each other's presence in this meeting through virtually. So no matter how you are, please open your camera. Um, okay. So let us all begin with and continue with our reading. Nice to see you, Chanda. Hi, Preeti. Hi, Priya. Thank you. Today, we are going to talk about how Torkum tells us that karma is also a law of compensation and law of mirror. So, yesterday, let's do a little bit of recap. Yesterday, we learned that karma is also a law of echo. And what does that imply? Like how we understand echo as if we go on a mountain and shout out a name, our name, or something, it echo backs to us. Yes, and it can take certain amount of time. Same as karma. Whatever goes out, whether as thought, whether as words, whether as emotions, it's all going out. We are planting seeds as our as we are thinking, as we are feeling, as we are speaking, or as we are doing. And somewhere, sometime it is going to come back with whole grown up harvest. So same says the law of echo. And you may hear one effect of it at once, but there could be a several multiple echoes which are going to come in effect later on and several times until it is all done. So always remember that it's a very very important way of seeing karma. Again, not seeing as punishment. Remember, karma is there not to punish us, not but to something even worse, something that we should not create, so that we don't create worse situations, worse conditions for our own self. To protect from that, it it exists. So it is there to liberate us, not to punish us. Now, today, let's read. So, karma in Sanskrit means action or activity. In plain language, karma is a Sanskrit word and its literal meaning is action or activity. But even in Sanskrit, there is no reference to the result and cause. Sanskrit do not talk about that karma as cause and effect, result and cause. Because why Torkom tells us this is because Sanskrit clairvoyantly and intuitively knows that there is no effect, but there is always a cause. The Western mind, for Western mind, it is hard to understand this. That how can a cause be there without having an effect? So hence, it is more psychologically or more philosophically understood by law of cause and effect. The effect that is created becomes a cause for another effect, and so is in its essence everything is a cause. Remember, yesterday only I talked about this beautiful and very well explained example, which we're going to read it again today. For example, a man got sick, okay? His sickness is an effect, but because he was sick, he had to quit his job. His sickness has become the cause of his unemployment. Now, because he's unemployed, he drank a bottle of whiskey. and created a result in drunkenness. Because he was drunk, he met with an accident. Because he had an accident, he had to go to hospital. It is a continuous process until we consciously do some action to stop this chain. If consciously, now let's see what happened if a person in this scenario was conscious. If a person was conscious, the moment he got sick, he will heal himself and he will not let it hamper his job. So, there and then it was stopped. The chain, the effect that was automatically was getting created because no, because you know one cause created an effect, and because we were on that person is under that effect created another cause that created another effect. Now if we become aware that, oh, we are sick, we need to heal ourselves and not let it hamper to our other activities, it will stop there and then. Okay, let's see, if even if he was okay, he's sick, he had to quit his job, he got unemployed. If in that scenario he got conscious, he will start looking for other jobs rather than being in under effect of being unemployed and start drinking. See, so you have free will and choice to wake up any moment and become conscious of your thoughts, of your emotions, of your words, of your actions. And the moment you become conscious of it, your conscious actions will make a difference in the effect. So it will mellow down the consequences that was created because of your first cause. So that's how we dissolve, we balance our karma with our aware consciousness. The the great one says that we must strive every minute to become conscious of what it is we are doing physically, emotionally, and mentally in order to understand what cause we are going to produce. If a person already got aware that, oh, I'm sick, and if I do not take care of my own self, I will have to leave my job. I'm repeating that example because it's better to understand with one example at the moment. If he got aware that if I do not take care of myself, if I do not heal myself, I will have to stay home and I will have to quit my job. If he do not foresee the effect of it, he will get dwelled into it. So we have to be conscious emotionally, mentally, with our actions, and physically all the time. This was the greatest teaching of Gautam Buddha. Now let us understand karma as law of compensation. Now we all understand the word or meaning of compensation, right? Let me be okay. 1 minute. Let me also keep seeing the chat. Okay. So we all understand the meaning of compensation. That something has to be done in order to reduce the effect of our misdoing or wrongdoing. Yes, something has to be compensated because something has been done. So to reduce the effect of it, compensation that is made. Now, how do we understand law of karma as law of compensation? Let's read that. Now, compensation according to Torkom means that every human being must be careful to compensate himself and others. His physical, emotional, and mental bodies, his friends, and so on must be compensated. Let me read and then explain. Because his physical because his physical body works, it needs to be fed, dressed, washed, that is compensated. He must take care of his emotional and mental bodies as well. The same holds true for people he whom he relates with. So he is not a human being must not only compensate himself but also other people who he relates with. Meaning that, for example, let me explain with an example here. You are given with this body. You have borrowed this body from your parents. Nature has given us this body. Okay. We don't own this body. We have borrowed this body from nature. Right? So we cannot harm it, trouble it, or take it from for granted. Giving an example of our own body, physical body. Like how Torkom says that physically, your physical body works. So it cannot be taken for granted. It needs to be fed, it needs to be dressed, it needs to be washed. That means we are compensating because of its work that it's doing by taking care of it. If we won't, it will get in trouble. It will be it catch diseases. It will catch it will be harmed. So if it will be harmed or it will catch diseases or it will be uh, prone to illness, we won't be able to return this body as we got it. So we created karma against our body, our physical body, by not taking care of it. Similarly, we have to take care of emotional body and mental body as well. We cannot keep on thinking negative thoughts, low vibrational thoughts, thinking it doesn't matter. All, all our thoughts, all our emotions are resulting in energy, creating an energy web. And if we do not take care of it, we are creating more and more karma. So, one good thought, which we are going to understand later on in this chapter only, one good thought will make a ripple effect in your reality, not just on this level, on all the other four levels. Remember, we talked about it: physical level, emotional level, mental level, and spiritual level. Similarly, how your negative thinking or disastrous thinking is creating ripple effects. Similarly, good thinking, positive thinking, miraculous thinking are going to create ripple effects. So, choice is always in our hand. So, he says that compensation is the sensitive understanding that whatever is given to you must be returned. You are born with nothing, you will die with nothing. let us also understand why he says that we also need to take care of the people we relate to. Because again, we do not own anybody, nothing owns us. So we not only have to take care of what we, not just our physical body, not just our emotional body, not just our mental body, but the people around us. We will understand what community karma is, what group karma is. But right now, just a little bit of that understanding, that the similar example that we gave yesterday. For example, a man who is earning bread and butter, his business involve some actions which are creating karma, such as if a person is a butcher, or a man who's earning bread and butter, who's earning money for the family, is selling animal product. Why animal product is creating karma, accumulating karma? Because interfering in animal or anybody's life is a huge karma, creates huge karma. So by using animals as products or killing them, a karma is created. So the money that a man or a woman or person who is earning doing that business, the money that was earned doing that business is is earned by creating a huge karma. So that karma doesn't stays just with the person who is doing the action. Because that money is being used for the house and doing certain work, whosoever is using it is becoming part of that karma. So that comes in family karma. Similarly, if a man is a thief, a man is doing some violence, or the person, any human is doing violence, or doing some greed work, is any involved in any greed or any such low vibrational act, and knowing that this is wrong, a rest of the family member stays quiet. They may not act with that person or involve themselves in the same action, but they sees that something wrong is happening and keep quiet and use the, you know they had to eat. So the whatever money comes, they have to eat with that money. So they become that's how they become part of it, by even not being actually doing the karma. That's how we are. If we are seeing something wrong is happening, and if we keep quiet, we become part of it. We have to speak the truth. We have to act, or nobody can force anybody to, doing something or becoming something. So you have to do your dharma. You have to say what you see and move on. You have to speak your truth. Okay. Karma as a law of mirror. Let us understand this. This is a very, very, very insightful topic. Now, whatever a person's life is, that is what he becomes. Because he is reflecting whatever he is reflecting in his life. So your life is the exact result of who you are. If you are experiencing poverty, it is because your thoughts, your emotions, your actions are full of poverty. If you are experiencing some challenges in your relationship, that is because your inner relationship with your own self is damaged. So your life is just reflecting exactly what you are. Here, Torkom very interestingly tells that if you go in a mirror, if you stand in front of a mirror, if you don't like what you see, you don't take a paintbrush and try to change the reflection in the mirror. Yes, that's not gonna result in any change of what you are. That's just fooling yourself. It's you. If you don't like something, you're gonna paint the reflection in the mirror. Does it gonna help you change the reality of you? Yes or no? Tell me. Yes. So it is nobody is insane enough to do that, right? Changing the reflection. But how is that we are deliberately trying to change our outside world rather than changing who we are? Then why do we, you know, why are we changing? Why are we trying to change outside world? If we don't like something, we try to fix it because we want everything to go exactly how we want. But we do not look inside of us. We do not look who we are. We try to correct our outer reality. And it's never gonna fix. It's never gonna change because you have not changed. So that's what law of mirror implies. And he very interestingly says that it is so interesting that there is a time comes when people start liking that reflection. They become so attuned with it that okay, this is my reality. What can I do? No matter what job I get in, they don't like me. They fire me. Or they are wrong. They don't get me. Nobody gets me. Then they accept that reality. Whether it's my family, whether it's my friends, whether it's my partner, nobody likes me, or some or the other, there's always a communication problem. Whatever I say creates problem. I think nobody can understand me. I need to find a better partner. I need to find that person is toxic. That was He's toxic. He's wrong. She's wrong. So we keep on finding the faults in outer reality instead of watching what's inside of us. So please understand, whatever you are is going to project in your reality. That is what we learn in our 40-day challenge as well, with with the help of the book Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And that's what so many masters are trying to tell us, that you create your own reality. So if you don't like it, you are the creator of it. You have to, if you don't like what you are experiencing, you can't try and fix what's outside. You have to see what is inside. So once if you start liking your reality as it is, if you start accepting the reality as it is, you become so attuned with it that you don't see any faults in it anymore. You keep living it. That's my reality. That is how it is supposed to be done. You'll keep living it, and you keep creating karma because you're going against your true nature. For example, I know this is my purpose, what I'm doing right now. If I go back to my 9 to 5 job, while when I was doing it, I was not happy. So that constant battle is inside me of what I want to be. And that's also very beautifully explained here. I'll come out, which correlates with this example. If I know that this is not my purpose, I'm truly not happy in this, but I keep doing this because I believe in it. If I do not do this job of 9 to 5, which society has, you know, which society approves of, I will not be able to survive in this society. because my belief is there. If I settle down to it, knowing that this is not my purpose, this is not making me happy, this is not what I'm here to do, that constant battle will keep going on inside. And one day, if I'll stop listening to what it is telling me, it will settle down. It will, I will become so attuned of it that it will go numb, and I will continue becoming slave of what I am not. That's how so many people are living their lives. So many people. They stop listening to what their inner. So there is no fight outside. There is a constant fight that is inside of us of what we want to become and what we are. There's a constant fight always. I'm not able to find time to read book. I have this work, I have that, I have to take care of my children, I have to take care of my business, I have to take care of my job. I want to meditate, but I can't find time. There's a constant battle. You want to meditate, but you're not, because you're believing in that you do not have time. It's not that, it's not there. So you're liking your reality. You're liking what you're seeing in mirror. Now, you're liking that fact that you do not have time. So it is becoming your reality that you do not have time for what you want to become, which is you want to take time to yourself to meditate, to have better clarity of life, better clarity of your actions, better clarity of your thoughts. So that constant battle is always there. So you have to choose to listen. Now, I know I've explained this, but let me quickly read what he has written. It will help us understand in even better. Okay. Emotional hang-ups and ways of living are exactly the reflection of what we have done before. Our physical, mental, emotional conditions are exact reflection of our previous actions. A life is a mirror reflecting what we are. To understand our life, we have only to look at the reflection. We go to the mirror and say, my makeup is not so good, and we change it. If a person truly understands this, he can no longer complain about others because everything that happens in his life is a reflection of what he is. We can use the mirror to change ourselves because it's showing us our reality. But the problem is that we have fallen in love with what we see in the mirror. When this happens, there is no hope because you have accepted it. You have accepted what you're seeing in the mirror. Okay, this is the reality. I cannot do anything in that. So you have taken the power of you as a creator and accepted whatever the life is dumping on you as a result of a consequence of your past actions. You've accepted it. You forgot that you are a creator, that you are a god. We can change our lives by changing the reality of what we are. And the mirror the mirror will reflect exactly how we have changed. So let me read that again. We can change our life by changing who we are, and the reality and the mirror will reflect exactly what we have changed. The law of mirror is a masterpiece explanation of karma. What you sow, so you reap. That's a law of mirror. What you are going to reap only that. You cannot sow a bean tree and expect potatoes in that tree, out of that tree when it grows up. So if you're sowing negative thoughts, negative emotions, disastrous thoughts, disastrous emotion, you cannot you cannot expect your life to be miraculous, wonderful, full of love, full of light, full of divinity, because you are losing your divinity by non-stop creation of those thoughts and emotion. And again, those thoughts and emotion, I'm going to keep reminding you that it's not only affecting your physical reality, it's also disturbing, destructing your emotional body, your mental body, your casual body, your super casual body. Please understand the effect of your one thought, your one unconscious thought, your one unconscious emotion, your one unconscious intention. What applies to an individual also applies to a nation and to humanity as a whole. Whatever is happening in national or global life is a reflection of mass consciousness. So if the global warming is happening, it has not happened because of some one person or some one government or one country. It is a global reflection of who we have become. And that is why meditation is required. Because once a person is doing meditation, they will come in contact with their own compassionate heart. They will come in contact with their own compassionate self, own peaceful self, own miraculous self. So the key is meditation. When you do meditation, you become more and more clear of your thoughts. You become more and more aware of your emotions, your thoughts, your intentions. So if you ever wonder, how should I rectify myself? How should I stop that non-stop chatter that keeps on happening in my mind? Sometimes you're so attuned with that chatter that it's happening, but you're not even aware of it. So how to stop it? By doing more and more meditation. Naturally your mind will become calmer, and you will have room to create thoughts rather than being driven by your non-stop chattering. Sometimes, have you seen yourself reacting without any reason? You don't even understand what is coming in front of you. You just get triggered and react, and then later on you wonder, why did I react so badly? It was not a big deal. It was not that big of a topic. Why did I react that way? Because you were already programmed or driven by the continuous chattering happening within yourself, you're emotionally, mentally, which resulted in physical reaction, not response. So if you're conscious of your constant story that you're telling yourself, you will not react, you will respond, and you will cut down in creating karma, in creating such causes which gonna affect. You will respond. Let me read this. Karma is a battle between what you do and what you want to be, like how we have already understood. You want to do something, but you do exactly the opposite. You want to become free, but you're constantly becoming slave of your own thoughts. You want freedom in your life. I want to be free enough to do whatever I want to do. I want to be free enough to buy anything that I want to buy. I want to be free enough to speak whatever my heart is telling to speak. I want to be free. But what you're choosing to be is a slave. Slave of your own thoughts, slave of what others are telling you to do. So you have to choose the freedom that you want to experience. So the constant battle is the karma is a constant battle. Understand? You want love, but you create those conditions in which everybody hates you. Why? Wonder. Why is that your relationships are not working out? Is this because always there's problem in other person? We all are doing these things unconsciously. We're doing acting opposite to what we want. All right. The battle between what you do and what you want to be is a true battle. You are in karmic mess because both sides create karma. In doing this, you create karma. In wanting to be, you create karma. These two clashes and you become totally confused. If you keep doing what you don't want to do, you're creating karma. And if you keep on waiting and wanting that I want this, I want this, I want this, but you're not doing anything, you're creating karma. See, both things are creating karma. And then we are in a well of karmic mess. And then it feels impossible to get out of it. But again, nothing is impossible. Just give me a second. I'll give an example. You want healthy life. You want a life free of any disease, but you do not take care of what you eat. Constant battle. You want health, you're not taking care of what you're eating. And not just by your mouth, by your eyes, by your ears, you're eating. Understand what I'm saying? You're eating through your eyes, the media that you watch, the people that you watch. You eat through your ears. You're feeding your soul, you're feeding your body. Not just your soul, your body as well is impacted by what you see, what you keep on hearing, what we eat. Yes, food is a direct, you know, effect in our health, but this is also a major impacting factor in your physical and emotional and mental health of what you see, what you feed. Yes, so through eyes and ears. And I know we have exceeded. I will take time to open the forum for any discussion or questions. I think you can all unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself now. Please go ahead and ask. Anything. All right. If there's nothing, Then we're gonna meet tomorrow, 6 a.m. IST sharp. Thank you. Thank you for being here. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.